there a world, is there a parallel universe where there is an opportunity, there is a chance for ZIGMA to maybe take their map pick? Because on Nuke, I really doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, there's a chance they take a map, right? Mirage is the best opportunity for them to do that. It's Thai CS on Mirage, then they're going to know how to approach this. It's very different to how they were playing against Tiger yesterday, I hope. And so coming into today, they should be a bit more comfortable on Mirage. I can certainly see a world in which they can take it, but it's pretty unlikely still. I think you've still got to favor Beyond massively on this map. It's one that we touted them to be the best in Asia on at times, and they're playing well. They definitely can compete with the top. But then again, they have looked kind of weak in the last couple of matches. Their confidence has been shot. But this is the perfect opportunity for Beyond to kind of get kickstarted again, right? Get the players showing up. I want Beyond to win this series cleanly. I want to win them to win this convincingly, because I want Beyond to have confidence and to make the playoffs. I don't want to see Thai CS die out and all the players go to Valorant like we've already seen Lucid Dream do. So I want to see the scene prosper a little bit more. I want to see Beyond place highly in this tournament and at least try and continue, because they're getting closer and closer to beating the likes of Tai Lu. They're getting so close to beating Invictus and Vici the last time around. They have the skill. They're so good when they decide to show up, but it's when they're playing against these lower teams, for some reason, not getting it done. And look at the stack over to the B bomb site. Gonna be a quick play in here. Mayrolls finding the opening kill. It's Nifty going down, a follow-up kill as well. They're walking right into a trap play, and it's working out perfectly.
Yeah, what a stack. What a stack. As PP Overdose left alone, he's a man that Tom pointed out, saying that he needs to kind of force Beyond to overdose on his PP energy, but he's got a lot of players to find here. Bombs dropped towards short. He knows at least where a couple of players are. He's still paranoid that there's going to be a flank coming in. And Beyond, I want to see how they play this. They have a very good setup. SDK from behind the bench. They have the other two players as KNTZ and Merald. Everyone 100 HP, mind you. And they're just holding the line. Now, PP, taking his sweet time. He's kind of made them paranoid about a flank coming in from Market, but he hasn't been spotted out yet. Maybe playing a little too passive. Could have been a mistake here, Dinko, but PP sneaking in. He's found a tiny little window. He's going to get a kill. KNTZ is going to be sniped away. PP looking for more, but Merald comes charging out. That got a little scary. And which was a pretty good hold from Beyond, but then they started getting paranoid. They lose another player, but in the end, the four-man stack, it works out towards the B-bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good read from Beyond. Okay, there's going to be a B hit into the pistol round. Let's just go over here and stack it over. And I feel like at this point, ZIGMA are quite a predictable team, right? They're quite a roster. You can see what's going to work out. You know they're going to pick Mirage. You know the video's going to play out the way it does. So ZIGMA just don't really seem to have many dimensions to the team overall. But we'll see what they can get done here in the second round. It is 5 Glocks, or 4 Glocks, should I say. There's a Deagle in play on PP Overdose. And we'll see what they can get done here. Rolex going to push out towards the A-bomb site. Olivia with the first kill. We're trying to pick up as much money on the SMGs as possible. STK, last time around, we see him be the MVP of map number 1. Completely fell flat into the second map and really never woke up again. I want to see him try and step up again. I mean, he's not really the player you look to as the player to frag on this team. I think he's more of the supportive element. He's certainly a player that kind of does all the dirty work, sits on the bomb sides, doesn't move. He's willing to do all of that. So when you see STK step up, you know you've got a good game for Beyond.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or at least a good map.
Yeah, for me, it's not SDK. I feel like SDK, more times than not, he does deliver, right? For me, it's QQ. He's either having a hell of a game or he's just not there in the server, which is always a worrying sign because everyone else does their job. KNTZ, he has his moments. Meryl's quite instrumental as well. We have the AWP being purchased by Olivia early on here in round number 3. He did get 3 kills with the MP9. And he's going to reposition himself, getting boosted up into ladder room. He's taking a lot of damage, Dinko, but he's done his job. QQ's going to find Nifty as well. And already, the buy round from ZIGMA, it's getting stopped right in its tracks. Bear in mind, this is kind of like a semi-bonus round for Beyond. They still have 2 MP9s, FAMAS, the only 2 big guns being the AWP and the M4 in hands of Olivia and Merald. But in reality, Jesus, he finds KNTZ. Although it's just the MP9, but PP Overdose catches on Meryl's re-aggressing, perhaps unnecessarily, Dinko, and suddenly it's even Stevens.
An equilibrium once more, and just over a minute on the clock, and the bomb finally being collected from ZIGMA. They're going to bring it over to B, and there is one player over here. It is Olivia, but he's on 11 HP, and he's playing back in the market. Should be good for one, unless they're completely aware and try and neutralize the Opera here. Gonna peek, cross, and there's the kill from Olivia. Instead of falling back, he heads into the bomb site, and I love this. The confidence from Olivia on 11 HP to start taking these fights. He peeks out to the right side, he goes down to Just Cause. Olivia could have done more there, but he's done enough to keep it even. And STK coming in with an important kill as well. It's just reality in a 1 versus 2. What can he do in this clutch? Oh, no. Players dropped. It's a 1 versus 1. I wondered why he was taking so long to get over to the bomb site. But Beyond have lost a player. He drops from the server. It was a 1v1 all along, and STK goes down. Beyond, that is heartbreaking. And you know, because he drops before the duel happens towards the end of the round play, that lets the player alive know, you know, Just Cause realizes, okay, I can win this. Or Reality, should I say. He knows he can win that clutch because the player's gone. So he goes, okay, I know where this last player is. I can just take a straight up aim duel against him without having to worry about his teammate. And that's just unfortunate.
I was waiting. I was like, wait, why isn't the player pushing into it short? Like, you know the bomb's getting planted. Why are you still waiting towards the bottom of mid? That is, man, I feel for Beyond there. Firstly, you know, 5v3, it shouldn't have come down to a 1v2 there, Dinko. It got a little too messy. I feel like the overextension from, well, I forgot which player it was. I guess it was Meryl's who walked out towards Cat. There was no need for that. It's a 4v3. Fair, just hold short. You have Olivia with the op watching towards B apartments. He's always good for one, even though he's low on health. You can just stay towards short. Instead, he walks out, gets taken down. It's a 3v3 coming down to 1v2. Still winnable for Beyond, but yeah, just luck kind of not being a very cruel mistress there. But there we go. ZIGMA, they win a round. Very close round, but you know what? If you're ZIGMA, you take those.
Yeah, ZIGMA definitely have to take everything they can, right? At the start of these games, if you let Beyond get confident, if you let them get going, we know what they can do on Mirage. So ZIGMA, I feel like it's very important for them to get these kind of rounds, even if they're not clean, even if they are down to a 1 versus 2 where a player disconnects, you still with the 1 versus 1. It's definitely important for ZIGMA just to take everything they can, because we've seen what they did against Tiger. They needed as many rounds as they could get, and they still couldn't get it done. So I feel like Tiger up with a bit of a different opponent to Beyond. I don't think Beyond are going to be as uncomfortable on Mirage. They're not going to make as many mistakes as Tiger did yesterday. So I feel like the opportunities that are going to get presented to ZIGMA are going to be far less, right? We're missing a player still for Beyond, and they're just going to...
I think it's just the UI.
Okay. Yeah. I see on the minimap. It's fine. Okay, that makes sense. I was a little bit confused. Like, Beyond, really? You're good, but not this good. You definitely need your full 5.
Screw it, I just got a 5v4 these fools. You don't even need guns. You just got USPs. I really appreciate the lack of investment here, right? You have SDK, KNTZ. Everyone's like about $3,000 and above. SDK in 4.6. Olivia's very, very low. So they're like, you know what? Let's just eco together. And just the restraint is what makes me surprised. Just a deagle and a CZ, Dinko. Not even like, you know, multiple deagles and whatnot. But knowing ZIGMA's tendency to falter against default pistols, I still do fear for them.
Don't even remind me, Blitz. Do not remind me.
Glocks, Dinko. They lost to 5 Glocks yesterday.
The best part was just when I heard you just move off into the distance, just screaming, Glocks!
I could take I just had to like step away from the mic for a second.
That was the first Counter-Strike match I've ever casted that's made me genuinely angry.
You did lose it like a couple of times. It was wonderful, Dinko. It reminded us that you do have human emotions after all. His Rolex is gonna get peeked. It's a free frag, immediately turns away. And that could be a problem. They're making a lot of noise, announcing the presence of CZ. It's up close, but Niffy finds him. There's still the flank, though, and QQ, that little window of opportunity he had, Dinko, I think it has closed in his face. You can still find a kill under Rolex, who's so very low, just a 1 bullet on his toe.
Oh!
But no.
You're a poet, blah.
Thank you. I try. Also considering that's the best rhyme I could come up with, I'm very happy I didn't take up writing
as
a career.
Low toe.
Oh no.
No. Well, Sigma, they've tied things up. It'll be a buyout again here from Beyond. This time with an AWP in the hands of Olivia. He'll be positioned over towards A, playing from the ticket box. It'll be a quick play from Sigma in towards middle. They send a couple of players straight up short. And while QQ, he is a complete liability in these early rounds. He has been for the past couple of games now. Even in the matches that Beyond are looking good in, right? That he still looked rough. He's still been doing that. And it's unfortunate because I feel like in Pal Summer and in the past, we've usually talked about QQ being the X factor for this team. You know, if he shows up, then surely they can't lose. He just hasn't really been able to do that. I think it's KNTZ that's taking that spot on this team now.
Indeed it has, but one guy we can always rely on to have these big round plays would have to be Mr. SDK and Olivia. Olivia? I'm not too sure why SDK is still holding that angle. I think it's paranoid someone might have crossed on over. But they're going to be switching up the positions. Now, ZIGMA, they still have a lot of time to work with. And they have the man advantage. Barely, though, because reality Jesus is extremely low on health. He is the bomb carrier at the moment. PP Overdose going to be sneaking in from short. He should be wary of SDK's position. SDK just holding the line. Now, Rolex is going to try and sell something here. He's going to try and force out a rotation as KNTZ gets caught out. That's a huge kill, and Rolex is single-handedly drawn out the rotation from B. There's no one there, but SK is still alive. That's a problem. He can be a beast, and he's going to find another kill. Bomb's going to be planted, and now it's a 3v3. A player comes charging in. That's Meryl's, finds Reality Jesus, but not before he gets the bomb down. Now a 2v2. STK just dancing around the pillar. Niffy, aware of his position, comes crawling around. And Olivia, he's got the op Dinko, but is far, far away from where the action is taking place. And considering the time that's elapsed, he's going to have to call it a day. And round number 3 going to wave ZIGMA. That was huge. Huge from Rolex. He sold the fake, and he gets a kill as well. That's massive.
That's a decent round from Sigma. They can be quite happy with that. I mean, STK getting the double, and you still think that should be enough, but it's just not for Beyond. They cannot get it done. Sigma, they will take the lead 3-2 early on. This is not a good sign for Beyond. I have to say they have had a bit of a roller coaster start, and you're getting the good start and then losing a player. It's probably offset their minds a little bit. I kind of want a tack pause here from Beyond. I want them to kind of chill out, get their head back into the game. I'm sure they seem a little bit unfocused. But Olivia with the AWP, they've got the pistols around it. They can still win this round. Olivia's that good. 6-3 right now. Looking up into the apartments. How do you feel if you've got one op and nothing else? How do you feel about putting him in that position?
No op, Dinko. No op. You completely
Exactly.
jinxed it.
But like you're putting him over towards B. It's the slowest rotation to anywhere on the map, right? I'd rather have him like connector or short, just somewhere where we can get to another area of the map quickly. But it's still working out for Beyond. They're getting a couple of kills now. Mayrolls and STK able to make it work. And now PP Overdose alongside Niffy and Reality. They have a chance to close this out, but Beyond, they've picked up weapons. They've got an AK, they've got an AWP, and a chance to win round number 6.
The problem was there, well, if Reality had stuck around to his jungle, Meryl's position would have been like, he couldn't really make a play, but STK coming in, this is big, Dinko. If he gets his kill, which he, oh no, the spray comes in though. He's still gonna win it. PP's gonna get taken down, and STK, he might have given his team a chance here. Meryl's coming in. He has been kind of quiet so far. Off, zoned in, gets a kill, doesn't know where the second player is, and he should be taken out here, but no, Reality, he shows a little too early, but that's okay. Because STK is in 15 HP, and 1 bullet is all Reality Jesus needs. He gets the kill, and ZIGMA, these are some very, very close rounds, Dinko, but they somehow cling on. 4-2, they've run 4 in a row, won 4 in a row right now, and for Beyond, well, the buy is going to be coming in anyway, and to be honest, for Beyond, considering how close some of these rounds are on these, well, almost eco rounds, they're still going to be feeling pretty comfortable. And you got to remember again, Dinko, ZIGMA's CD side was non-existent yesterday against Taiga. So that's something you have to bear in mind, even when you look at the scoreline you have here.
Sigma just going with the rinse and repeat in terms of how they approach the round. The mid-smoke, looks for connector window, then a quick play down in. But QQ, it's worked out. He shut down PP Overdose. And that wasn't through a smoke. I think he must have just pushed through the edge. I have no idea. I couldn't see from his perspective. And what Olivia is going to find Just Cause, who has already shut down STK into the round. And Olivia, he's not going to run past. The Molotov's going to stop him from doing that, but it hasn't spread to him. So he can stay in the corner, but in the meantime, Nifty's just taking kills, and we're right back into a 3 versus 3. And Rolex, what? He's through CT spawn. He just walked right past the A bomb site. And he's going to walk around CT spawn and get behind a couple of these players. Beyond had a gaping hole in their defense. And Rolex catches the perfect timing to walk right through it. And Olivia, luckily still alive on the server, but Rolex strikes into action. KNTZ, red in the face, completely confused as to how he's there. And now it's going to be the play into the A bomb side from ZIGMA. This 2 versus 2.
And Olivia has been paranoid as to where Rolex is going to be. Meryl's far away as well. They're just opting to go for a retake towards this A bomb site, and ZIGMA just gonna march on in, Dinko. Rolex's presence right there just neutralizing whatever options Beyond had to kind of make some way into this site, but still a 2v2. They don't have a kit. I don't see a kit anywhere here. They have a lot of utility though. The 2 rifles, however, Reality Jesus with the AWP, he has been quite a beast on this map yesterday, and he's going to be forced out of his position. The nade doing a lot of damage and a missed shot. The flashbang should be a tell though. The flashbang should tell them where Rolex is, and Rolex though is going to go for the spray, finds one, but Olivia's there. They shut it down. 4K for Olivia, once again going above and beyond to deliver. And he should be able to retrieve the AWP as well. A close defuse, but he's going to have it, and that's going to be Beyond finally stopping the streak of ZIGMAs.
It felt like it was a long time coming, and again, that round was definitely not clean by any means by Beyond. It's a huge weakness of the A-bomb side. They lost track. I mean, if you've left the A-bomb site open with no one looking at it, Blair, you almost have to realize, okay, we have to consider at least the fact that someone could be in CT. It didn't seem like they were aware of that.
There are a lot of things that Beyond were unaware of in that particular round. But one thing that we're aware of is Olivia will deliver. He will deliver time and time again as Rolex is gonna... What? Okay, never mind, I take it back.
I was literally about to say, Blair, I was like, he's just gonna miss this shot now. Every time we hype up an Opera or we hype up a player,
there you go.
They missed that shot
he got a kill, he got a kill.
We say it. He did get a kill, he did get the kill, and now it's a 3 versus 3.
How is Reality in the... He's in the site while the CT is in Palace. It's like the roles have been reversed, Dinko. It's a very confusing game we have here. As KNTZ, he knows that they know he's stuck in Palace, so he's just gonna roam around, try and make sure it doesn't get flanked. And you can clearly see this position from Nifty towards Connector. That's going to give them some room to work with. It's going to walk on out. The timing, it couldn't have been better from KNTZ. Gets the kill in Reality Jesus. I'm not sure if he spotted out the bomb, though. And now the C4 in the back of Just Cause. He's got all questions. He doesn't know what to do. Olivia barrel sticking out. And Nifty gets the kill. But just as he finds it, KNTZ will get the immediate trade. And KNTZ is being the MVP of this round so far. And Just Cause, all on him. 1v2 heading towards the A bomb site. If he gets a kill in the KNTZ, it could be big because he gets the kill. He's gonna get the bomb down, and Meryl's is far away. So Just Cause can just get the bomb down and pretty much set himself up anywhere for a post plant.
1 versus 1. He's got himself in towards CT, but now Mayros moves forward towards the top of the stairs. Just Cause position. It's very solid right now, and I do remember a clutch yesterday that made me want to die, Blair, with Just Cause involved in the A-bomb site. Let's see if Mayros can play this one better. Just Cause has a good position. The Molotov goes in towards him and an immediate headshot. Well played from Mayros. He just walks into the site, quickly hitting the headshot. That's the 4th round for Beyond.
That was an insta headshot from Mayros, and I don't think the op's going to be retrieved. That's unfortunate. I feel bad for Olivia there. Like, the position he was holding, like, the barrel was sticking out. It's going to be a free kill, but he was expecting his teammate KNTZ inside of Palace to cover that angle. But yeah, the timing was off. Timing was off, unfortunately. And KNTZ, the hero of that round, 3 kills for him, and that's all he had to do. As the scores are tied up again. But the worrying thing here for the side of Beyond is the money is not looking great. Fortunately for them, though, ZIGMA only have Deagles, Dinko. They don't have any utility, just going to be looking for the duels. But one thing we know about his Asian players, Dinko, their Deagles are up
Nasty.
there. They're really nasty. It's like it's literally world class, and it's not hyperbole. It's like a fact. They're so
No,
good
it's
with the
not, yeah.
deals.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is like when they go and play in these international events, they can't catch a lot of the better teams in the world off because they're just so damn talented. And there goes Rolex opening things up with the deagle. It's QQ going down. And again, I would love to see a statistic. Well, I can look at that myself, but I want to see it across the tournament of how many opening duels he's won in comparison to when he's given away that first kill. Like just across the entire tournament.
That'd be interesting. I actually want to take a look at it as well. Maybe during the downtime when when we have a break, perhaps we could just take a look at stats. I love stats. I feel like with the right context, stats can be. I feel it's highly underutilized in Counter Strike, and I feel like the only team who's probably done it is who, Astralis.
Yeah, it's because we have so much available to us as well. It's a little bit annoying. We have a website, HLTV, that just provides them so easily for us.
No other esports site, no other esports has a site like that, and yet we underutilize it so massively. It's kind of tragic.
Yeah. I mean, Valorant have a couple of them right now because obviously they realize how successful HLTV is, and obviously we have a couple of people have moved over from CS to that game. So obviously taking it and trying to make it for a new esport, I feel like every esport could benefit with an HLTV.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like just a home for the game where you have all the matches, you have all the stats, and that's something even I personally in our job that I personally relied on so many times. There are moments where you might have your notes and everything, but then you just don't have enough time to prep for a match, or like let's say you're or let's say you're in a tournament where it's a single limb. You don't even know what matchup is going to be coming up in the next couple of hours. But HLTV, boom, just like that, you give all the stats, all the context you need to kind of narrate the story. As 5-4 Beyond have kind of come back into this one, Dinko. Although it's been some scrappy, expensive rounds. You can take a look at the money. They've won 3 in a row, and yet the money's not looking that great. And it's going to be a hit coming in straight on. Oh, that is badly timed, I feel like. Was it a Molotov and a smoke? But it smokes deep. It's good. QQ is good for 1. He gets the opening this time around, Dinko, but can he do more is the question. As the A bomb set, it's going to be run over. PP overdose, just running. What is wrong with you, PP?
He just overdosed. And well, it's going to be a 3 versus 4 man advantage in play here for Beyond. Good position though from Reality. He could be good enough to take at least one down here for him. It's STK immediately finding the headshot. Rolex towards Tetris. The Molotovs forced him into the left side and he will get one. That's all he'll grab, but now it's just Cause emerging from Palace. To no avail, he will fall to Olivia's AWP.
Was there a flash?
Around collective for Beyond. And 6-4.
I don't care what would happen in that round. I'm just wondering what the hell PP was thinking. Was he waiting for a flashbang from his team? If he was, why was he facing the flash? And why did he have his knife out? Can we please take a look at that replay again? Because that just boggles my mind. I have no idea what happened there. That can't just be a brain fart. That has to be like I don't know, Dinko. I thought it was ready. I thought it was mentally ready for today, but no, you're never ready.
Yeah. No matter how many years you invest into Asian Counter-Strike, it seems like it's just mind boggles you every day.
It does. It does.
May Rolls, he's been goddamn good, hasn't he? 13-5. He's here again. He's looking. Oh my god, I thought he was about to get caught by the worst timing in the world, that quick switching, but he comes back and he gets a second. Just Cause a Reality are both going down. KTZ stepping up as well. It is just the pistols, but they've been dispatched and dispelled very quickly indeed, and without any casualties from Beyond just yet.
Well, this is a much better round coming out from Beyond. A few of these rounds where ZIGMA have just had the pistols, they have bled a couple of players, which is why the money, if you look at it, they've won 4 in a row right now, and money still hasn't been great. Olivia. Barrel. Not spotted out. CZ comes out, and he gets the kill. So 5 in a row now for Beyond. It's kind of like, back and forth affair, and a flawless round as well. I don't think they even took a single point of damage, which is great for their money. It's finally starting to look a little bit more solid as we do enter round number 12. 4 more rounds remaining in this half. And those of you tuning in, this is the second matchup of the day. It's the first map of this best of 3 series. And as you saw right now in the graphic on the top left corner, this is the map pick from ZIGMA. Coming up next is going to be Beyond. Stomping Grounds is going to be a nuke. So for ZIGMA to maybe stand a chance of taking this series, or at least even taking the map number 3, they need this map. And right now, Beyond, they're starting to shut things down. They seem to have woken up, Dinko.
Olivia out to the right side. He's spotted the player cross down.
So
He's in
risky.
the open. He needs to get out of there now. He stays alive. That's good. I mean, it is a risky play, but it works out. And, you know, you're not going to always say a play is good because it works, but at least he has got his opening kill and he can fall back safely. An advantage for Beyond, and I'm liking this. I don't want to stop this because it's confident from Beyond. You can see KNTZ pushed all the way through, but they're about to cross here. Rolex. Oh no! KNTZ turns around and he finds him. Rolex, that's so awful for him. He goes down, and that's a 2-man advantage. So much map control to work with for Beyond, and now we really get to see what ZIGMA can do in the mid round. This is going to be such a difficult one. I love how they just immediately take spawn back though. Make sure that he has fallen back to the site.
Listen, as long as we don't have players running through the smoke or walking through the smoke with a knife out, I'm okay with whatever strategy they use here, Dinko. Here they go though. Run out, trying to bait out the player towards CD spawn, and there's no one to be found. QQ spots a couple of players out. KNTZ. His feet are gonna get pretty toasty, but they don't check him, Dinko. They don't expect him to be holding that angle. That's a big mistake from ZIGMA. And they're gonna get punished a double kill for KNTZ. And Beyond, they're looking better and better and better. 6 in a row right now for Beyond, and we just have just a couple more rounds remaining here for ZIGMA to try and make this a little competitive, because I'll be honest, Dinko, I don't think 4 rounds are good enough considering the CD side, the way it got shredded apart by Tiger yesterday. How do you not check that? Especially with the Molotov not being deep enough. The thing with a Molotov is it's a good molly, but it's going to force the CT to play towards that, towards the boxes over there, and that's a very easy check. It ensures you don't have to, peer far out and check the deep corner, but no one checks, which is so dumb, as QQ's going to have no trouble finding kills galore. It's another shutdown, Dinko. The money, I was talking about it a while ago, and right now it is looking fantastic. 2 more rounds remaining in this half, and Beyond, it looks like they're in cruise control.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier on for ZIGMA. They're not going to get as many opportunities to get rounds in the first half like they did against Tiger. I think Beyond are just more of a tight ship on this one, right? They've got everything together on Mirage. They know how to play it. They've made this a staple in their map pool. They're not going to be making as many errors as Tiger, where you get that opening kill and you let it go. I think we immediately seen it at the start of the round. Okay, Olivia's still making a ballsy play, but he gets the kill. He's good enough to find it. And instead of sticking around and going for another, like so many Opas will do in this region, he falls back. He realizes, okay, I've got an opening kill. Let's keep it. And then the push to the ramp works out as well. They get a little bit lucky on the timing, but still, nonetheless, Beyond, good and proactive, confident counter-strike coming out. And again, another good shutdown. They're not even coming close in these pistol rounds. Easy wins for them. And PP Overdose, he's going to get one in the Tech 9 before falling. They just kind of lost track of him. And it's 10-4. Beyond, double figures already. This is what I was hoping for, Blad. This is what I want to predict coming into this series. This is what I should predict based on what we know about Beyond and ZIGMA. But it's so difficult to say this with conviction. But I'm glad we're seeing it play out.
I feel like the only team who's played at an extremely high level so far this tournament has to be Vici, right? Like, their wins have looked convincing, even against Tyloo. I mean, apart from that game, which was kind of close, mind you. But Tyloo being Tyloo, just, being able to steal a win away. Vici has been the only team where it'd be like, Vici against any other team, they're going to beat them. And they've beaten them convincingly. Looking good, not making too many mistakes. Jam Young, Kaze, Zoking, Almond, even Advent at times stepping up. So apart from that, I completely agree with you. I feel like there's no team here in this tournament where we can, with any level of conviction, be like, oh yeah, this team should have this game. But right now, Beyond is starting to make me believe, at least for this matchup, at least in this instance, that they are looking much better than ZIGMA at the moment. ZIGMA, they strung 4 rounds in a row. They were leading 4-2, and then it's been Beyond all the way. Oh, what? How does Rolex get its second kill?
Absolutely no idea how he's pulled that off. And now, well, 53 seconds in play. It's going to be STK looking for the kill towards top connector. Niffy going down, overdose as well out of that. And it's a 3 versus 2. 45 seconds. Just Cause bringing the bomb over towards the A bomb site. Currently, Rolex occupying default, making sure that there is a safe avenue of approach. But getting across to the bomb site is not going to be easy. You've got Olivia covering this off with the AWP. And Rolex, I feel like he has to almost be the sacrificial lamb at this point. They're aware he's going to find it. Olivia goes down, and Rolex, he's so low, but he's still pulling it off for the team. And then he has a brave fight. He doesn't think about CT. He goes down, and Just Cause now into a 1 versus 2 to try and win this for his side. He's got the first kill, looking for the second, and he cannot get it done. STK saving the day. Beyond go 11-4 in the first half.
Yeah, that was just rough. I love the play from Rolex. So they knew they didn't have any utility to cross and over. No smoke, no flashbang, except the one Molotov, and it just goes for the peek through the site. And Olivia not expecting that, but then yeah, like you said, a little bit of a brain fart. Not expecting CT to have pushed up. Brilliant positioning from Mayrolt, and a great showing overall from Beyond. They lose 4 in a row, and then, you know, as the rounds progress, we saw some very close rounds, which came down to the 1v1s, the 2v2s, but then the final 4 or 5 rounds have been Beyond just looking pretty much flawless, looking very good, just shutting down whatever hit ZIGMA were throwing their way. What worries me for ZIGMA, Dinko, is like 4 rounds on the T side of Mirage, you could be forgiven for thinking, yeah, that, you know what, you can still work with it. It's not the worst. But that CD side by ZIGMA from yesterday against Tiger, that it's still engraved in my mind. And that worries me. Because just with 4 rounds to work with, I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's close to being enough. Even if they win the pistol, which is looking unlikely.
Yeah, especially if they just they pick Mirage, but they're not that good on it. I think that's fair to say. Just Cause he's going to be trying to hold on here. Q-Cube, he's going to go down. May rolls with a headshot. Now 3 versus 3. A chance for Beyond to try and win this pistol round to give themselves 12 rounds. Put themselves closer to taking this map, but it's Rolex and Niffy putting a stop to that. STK now on a 1 versus 3. He's going to go back up towards Palace and try and re-enter the A-bomb site. But this is not going to be easy at all. He's got a real difficult task in his hands, especially with no Kevlar, especially with no utility left. Just a Glock versus 3, and he's got a little bit of range to fight with as well here, so that's not going to be helping him. As he starts to make his way out, he sees a P250. Oh, doing that might give away his position, but no one peeking it. Now he jumps down into the site via the ladder. Checking to the right side, 35 seconds, he realizes he has to get going. And he's, as soon as he taps that bomb, he's dead. At this point, he realizes he's going to go forward and look for a fight first to try and make it closer. And unfortunately, too many angles to worry about. And Niffy gets the timing. It's 5th round for ZIGMA. They win the pistol into the second half. And it's a must-win pistol. We talk about 4 rounds not being enough. I don't think it is. I'm definitely in the same vein of thought as you, Blair. But at least it's a setup for potentially making this scoreline look a little bit more respectable. Get a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence going into the second map. But we'll see. I mean, 11-4 is the most misleading scoreline. But right now, I still don't believe. But we'll see. We'll see if we get proven wrong. We have been proven wrong before, Blair, especially in this tournament. Nothing really makes sense. But yeah, 5 Glocks or 4 Glocks. No, 3. Oh, never mind, Blair. My feed were a little bit blurry and the P250 looked like a Glock.
Yeah, but they do have a couple of P250, so they're not going to win this. If they had 5 Glocks, there was a chance of Beyond bringing this one back. But yeah, this should be... Memes aside, that was one of those rounds which should never have happened. For those of you probably wondering what I'm talking about, what this lunatic's just rambling on about Glocks. Tiger won a round on Mirage, T-side, with 5 Glocks against a full buy. I'm not talking about SMGs and Scouts, no, I'm talking about M4s and AWPs. And they won it by losing 1 man. 4 kills were with Glocks, 1 was an M4 they picked up. That broke me, that broke Dinko, and I think that almost broke Counter-Strike. I mean, it's happened in the past before, except not that convincingly, if that makes sense. As Niffy making very quick work of the final 3 remaining players, and that's money in the bank. Thank you very much. Might just go for the upgrade as well, because now for Beyond, it's going to be the big guns coming out, Dinko. AK-47s all across the board, and a pretty decent chunk of utility as well. Although, there is a distinct lack of any Molotovs. It's 5 smokes, 4 flashbangs, and that's about it. But the AK-47s, that would be the superior weaponry.
Olivia through the underpass. He's walking his way up here. Underhanded nade. Olivia was a little bit further up. That probably would have done quite a bit of damage to him. But luckily, he was a little bit further back in the underpass. This is a nice, slow default approach from Beyond. And this is something we don't see enough from the teams in this tournament. It's not slow. It's not methodical. It's not thought out. It's just an idea from spawn. And they all commit to it, Blair. And there's no plan B. But Beyond taking their time, spreading out across the map. I mean, in doing so, they have conceded a bit of map control, but they know they have to take that back, and that's exactly what KNTZ is successful in doing. PP Overdose had an opportunity. We've had two duels here that could have went either way, but Beyond have come out on top in both of them. And Olivia, he's just pushed up all the way. No idea that he's going to be there. Just Cause runs right past him. Olivia will eventually get the kill, but reality, he's found one. The bomb now, 30 seconds, still enough time. But Rolex is over here on this B-bomb side. He's going to try and cause a couple of problems. Beyond, they've kind of screwed themselves a little bit here, but luckily Olivia has taken down Rolex. In reality, on the other end of the map, he is completely far removed from any action. This should be Beyond. Feeling quite happy about themselves now. It's going to be 12-6. An impressive, simple round coming through from them. They did run it down through the final few seconds, but they get it done nonetheless. They win all the important aim duels, and I guess that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's what matters. The guys got a little scary there, though, like that ops presence from reality, and they're already on a hunting because they know they have an inkling where he is, and why not? I mean, I'm not a big fan of them just going all in and just throwing away their lives. I don't think it's worth it because you have to look at the money. You got to look at the money that's Beyond have themselves. It's not ideal. In reality, Jesus, he has no idea that he is getting hunted. He's going to land a shot, though. Olivia gets taken down. And reality should survive, and he will indeed. So, just one casualty on the hunt, and more importantly, the op will be saved. And one thing we have noticed yesterday was reality with that AWP was beasting on the CT side. So we need to see more from him with a big green zoom banger, Dinko, or else I feel like this one's a done affair.
I don't think reality is going to be able to carry his team against Beyond. It's not realistic. Maybe we can get 1 or 2 kills here, but Beyond aren't going to let him take over the server single-handedly. You know, yesterday we seen some big rounds from him, Blair, but I definitely feel like, you know, his team set that up. There was enough distractions, there was enough going on, but reality just walked down ramp, give it away the op, and ZIGMA, they're done here. 13-6. I think we're starting to get to the point where Beyond is wrapping this up. It's ready to be dispatched. I'm just ready for the second map. I'm ready to go on to Nuke, and that's where Beyond's going to take the series 2-0.
Yeah, it is very much looking like it, isn't it? That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's like ZIGMA kind of didn't really show up today so far. I mean, they still have time. Obviously, we're only coming into round number 20, but it's just not really. They're not showing us much at all, are they?
And even just going back to that's a nice shot. Oh, that's a free up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a little bit worrying. STK not running forward. It's another kill for Rolex.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's making it expensive at least, but yeah, he's out of there.
Yeah, made a little expensive. Op will not be retrieved as well, so Olivia's going to be a little annoyed about that. Olivia, 22 kills again. The guy always delivers, no matter what. As Mitch mentioned, you know, this Mirage pick was probably a mistake, right? They could probably have gone with something else apart from this, but picking in Mirage, considering how lackluster they looked against Tiger yesterday, a team who aren't as good on Mirage as Beyond. And for Beyond, this is kind of like one of their home maps alongside Nuke. So maybe a different map, maybe a little bit of a curveball would have made things a little bit more interesting. But yeah, unfortunately, this just feels like the beginning of the end. This is going to be a B hit coming in. Reality Jesus boosted up top. No one checks him. No one checks him. He spots a barrel out looking for more, and he's going to find two. And Reality Jesus, he's delivering, Dinko. But Meryl's is still there. They know there's a player right underneath as Meryl's finds a wild spray through the smoke, and it is going to be Reality with the USP of all things to finish things off. He's like, MP9, you know what? I'm going to downgrade to show how damn good I am at this game.
Well, Beyond, a little bit of a uncomfortable round there. They'll be feeling a little bit disappointed in that one, but they are still 3 away for victory. They still can buy up. And Reality just showing up, yeah, with their weakest weapon in play. It's an absolute animal. And just brilliant round from Reality. I think he's definitely the star player of this team. I don't think there's any question at this point anymore. It's the most raw ability, at least. And PP Overdose up in Palace. He's taken down KTZ. Now the push keeps coming through. It's Reality only getting the 1 kill. So it's on to Nifty to do something here. The problem is for Beyond, they don't have the bomb. It's dropped in the open. They're a man down. This round's looking pretty rough here. And we're going to try and fight Olivia, of course. Good enough to pick up a kill onto Just Cause. And now Nifty straight down into War Sandwich is successful for 1. PP Overdose still in Palace. He hasn't unveiled his position, but it's time for the PP to come out.
And it's going to come out down the ladder. They have
Behind
no
them.
idea.
Oh.
This is perfect. But Olivia gets to kill. 1v1 now, Denko. And Olivia's making a lot of noise, but he's playing him. He's playing Rolex. This could be genius from Olivia. He seems to have all the idea in the world. He knows exactly where Rolex is. He's outplaying him. If he goes to CD spawn and heads towards B, that my mind's gonna be blown. But no, he's just gonna get the bomb down, Dinko.
Yeah.
But for Rolex, it should be an easy retake here, even if it's a 1v1.
Oh, Olivia, he's done so much damage. The health advantage was there, but he just peeks. And Rolex, he knows the angles, and he finds the headshot. Brilliant stuff. He needed that round win. Olivia looked like he had just gamed him completely. Looks like he was going to be taking his 25th kill and a 14th round for Beyond, but it doesn't go that way, and that's heartbreaking for Beyond. But what a step up from Rolex.
That was... to be honest, that should have been the round for ZIGMA. It should have been a comfortable win for them, but again, Olivia, man, oh man, when this guy's alive, can never be too sure. Meryl's with the MP5, Mitch's favorite gun.
I mean, the MP5 is pretty terrible, so you can definitely get behind that, but it's an SMG that doesn't see much use in normal circumstances. We did see a P90 a little bit earlier on. PP Overdose. Take it away, QQ. It's a good start here for ZIGMA. They've worked this one out well. This force buy, I'm not a fan of it from Beyond, and this is why. It's not looking good for them at all. They just got absolutely mauled to pieces. KTZ gone. Terrible, terrible round from Beyond. That's going to leave their economy in the bin for a couple more. And what was looking like a very dominant showing from Beyond, a very comfortable lead, will start to look a little less comfortable. Why? Because it's going to be 10 rounds on the board for ZIGMA, most likely coming into this next one. Then we see a buy from Beyond. If they lose that, well, they have lost their control of this game.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. This was a messy round and a very, very clean hold coming out from Just Cause especially. The worrying thing for ZIGMA, I'm going to again point out the fact that their money is still not looking very solid. I know they really haven't had too many chances to kind of grind back into this. But at the same time, if they lose this round, Dinko, they can eke out a bye. But it's not going to be great. And to lose 2 back-to-back, that's a map point for Beyond. Completely broke. So it's a worrying thing here. You know, we do have the buy coming, and my feet's kind of frozen up. Oh, there we go. My feet's back. And for Beyond, they have the Deagles out. And once again, just to repeat myself again, the Deagles are quite dangerous.
I think you have to preface every single Asian Counter-Strike Eagle round with, oh, that. Restart
Okay.
code in. Be interested to see if Beyond still want to go on the Deagles. They have a second chance, Blair.
Yeah, still don't see them doing anything too crazy here. Oh, player DC'd. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's who is it?
QQ.
Oh yeah. It's always funny. You could literally be casting so many. You could be casting so many of these games and so these teams over and over again for like just past 23 rounds, blah. And you could just immediately have just go, who's missing? It's just it's like your brain is such a strange thing. Well, 13-9. Beyond have got QQ back on the server. They need another restart. I don't know if his money was 1,700. Maybe it was. Okay. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. QQ has far less cash to work with for the rest of the roster. He does have his Deagle out in play. Deagle for meta roles as well here. Olivia picking up one. It's going to be the full deco across the board. And for Sigma, this should be around. They have no problems in. Surely.
I like how you ended with a very plaintive surely. Let's see. Nice opening. Reality, especially towards his A-bomb side with the op, he was spectacular. I think it was a highlight moment from him as well yesterday. Getting a 3K against Tiger, although in a losing effort, which is looking like the case over here. But so far, it has been a much better CD side setup from ZIGMA. Although that was the case yesterday as well, until they lost to the Glocks, and I think they kind of broke. They mentally broke. Just cause from the short, just a turret. Yeah, I really don't see any way in this one how they bring this one back. So it's going to be 10 rounds for ZIGMA. Question is, what can Beyond do on their buy? Because the past few rounds have been a little underwhelming from the favorites.
ZIGMA are going to go and get themselves a 10th round easily enough. And yeah, the second half has been a pretty quiet show. I think it's mainly just because of decision making. You've had so many rounds that have come close. If Olivia wins that 1 versus 1, Beyond are probably at a point now where they're 15 it up, 15-7 up. There's no problems, right? But just that 1 round and then the decision making that's come off the back of it because they felt like they were so close has kind of left them in a weird place. So this is a very important round for Beyond. They win this, I don't really see any problems. I think they get right back on track, but Reality is getting more confident. Sigma across the board getting more confident, and they've got an opening kill to play with.
They are, but Olivia... Oh no, that's a big miss. That's a big miss. And Olivia finds 3. Dinko, there was no one there. There was no one to help him out. And Olivia is just running and death matching. He's killing everyone. They're all dead. They're all dead, Dinko. Call 911 because that was bloody murder in mid. And Rolex probably wondering, how do you die to one guy? There was no one next to him. There were no flashes, nothing. And Olivia just always looking for the ace. He's gonna get the ace. Of course he is. What a beast. What a legend. What a god. But what a terrible round from ZIGMA as well. What was that, Dinko?
Well,
okay, let's watch this.
Yeah, Olivia's just always going to take the chance in these situations. But yeah, he should have been dead to rights a long time ago. He even has time to remove the smoke from his hand, pull out his rifle, spray not only 1 but 2 players down. What is going on in this round? How is he allowed to do that? And while 14-10, like I said, if they win this round, then I'm back on the Beyond hype train. I think they close it here.
Can we just like have players just be AFK for Beyond and T-Spawn and just send out Olivia and see how many people he killed single-handedly, and then the rest of his team comes out, because he is so good, man. He is never disappointed. He has never failed, no matter how terrible some of these some of the players can be on many of the teams here. Like, there are a few names, like Jam Young stands out for me. Techno 4K from Checkmate stands out for me. And Olivia has to be another name. Like, he has been fantastic, rarely making a mistake. Rarely do we have an opportunity to criticize him, apart from maybe a missed shot here and there, but that's only because he's human after all. This looks like almost the end here. Niffy, the timing is pristine. KNTZ. Oh my, are we gonna? No. Okay, Niffy finds him. That was looking like just a comedy of errors. It's Reality waiting for the smoke to dissipate, but Olivia, keen eyes, finds the kill. So the opening takes place. PP's done for. He's going to get taken down. 2 players shooting him from both directions, front and behind. And Niffy, they know where he is. They have the A bomb side, but instead, they're going to be heading towards B. This is a genius call from Beyond.
Going into the B bomb site, they're going to catch that out immediately. Olivia, the missed shot. QQ goes down as well, but look at this, Just Cause position. Because he's already got one, and he could do so much more just alone. They've separated, and that's going to give him a 1 versus 1 fight every single time. Mayrolls now onto 1 versus 3. Beyond, we're looking to try and close it, but the time, he's got to die before it. Surely, come on, Mayrolls. Go down. Die. He's staying alive, though. That's a way to work it. He's going to try and tap I think he definitely lost track of the time there, but he stays alive, right? And that's okay. You know, you either die there or you stay alive and take down the 2 players. It just looked incredibly unlikely that he was going to find those 2 kills, but he manages to pull it off. And now 14-11. The money's still good here for Beyond. They're still able to buy up. So not out of the woods just yet. ZIGMA, if they want to win in regulation, they've got to be flawless.
Oh yeah, they have to be flawless, and what's with the cast's curse? I'm praising Olivia, and he misses probably the easiest shot of the match so far, and it just falls apart for Beyond after that. But here comes a hit towards this A bomb side. Reality G, just good flashbang, great flashbang, and he's gonna flash again, gonna peek on out. Brilliant stuff, but not able to find QQ with the flash. QQ replies back. It's still a 4v4, and the CD is just waiting behind the smoke, waiting all the way towards CD spawn. As Just Cause gonna, I think, boost himself on top of the smoke, finds Mayrolls, and that's gonna stop the rotation. But they're gonna walk into Rolex, but Olivia is holding W and left click is running and shooting them, Dinko, and it's just destroying them. Whoever is in his path, as they keep running straight towards B, which could be a mistake because Just Cause is ready and lying in wait.
Yes, he is, and he can still certainly pull this off. He goes to the right side. He's been the anchor in the previous round for them. He's going to throw the smoke out to the right side. He gets one, but QQ gets his revenge from the previous round. Headshot dealt onto Just Cause, and now PP Overdose coming back up from behind. Right in front of him is KTZ. He's going to get into the corner with the Galil. And Niffy starts walking forward to the left side. You've got QQ in behind the bench in the back left corner. KTZ up at the apartments. PP Overdose swings on by. The headshot is there. KTZ goes down, and now QQ with a quick headshot. Now 1 versus 1. He backs away. He headed towards the market, but now swings to the right side. Spots the player crossing to his left, and QQ cannot win it. How has PP Overdose managed to do that? How has he confused QQ? His brain just malfunctions, and it's 12 rounds on the board for ZIGMA.
He played it to perfection, and then he just takes a bullet, rattles of a bullet into the pillar because he saw his back. He could just play that safe. He had completely bamboozled the last player there, but, well, Beyond, a couple of small slip-ups here and there, and they've allowed ZIGMA back into the game. And ZIGMA, yes, the money is crappy, yes, the buy is not great, but you know what? They're still in this map, and they still are trailing only by 2 rounds right now. They can tie things up. It's very, very doable. They win this round. Dinko, if they win this round, ZIGMA Beyond have to go for an eco, and that's ZIGMA tying things up 14-all. As Olivia, the danger man, already 31 kills for him, Dinko, and he's been shut down early on.
Reality. QQ going down. A second shot rattled off before death comes his way. Mayrolls will swiftly put a bullet through the brain of Reality, but it's not enough to stop him beforehand. And while Just Cause turns around, he is really coming to life. 3K from Reality, 1 from Just Cause, and now it just leaves Mayrolls. So 1 versus 4, 14-13. I was confident in Beyond, but now I'm not. This is starting to really get out of hand. ZIGMA, how have they done this? I have to say, though, you know, okay, Beyond have had weaknesses for sure, but Reality has been an animal.
Yeah,
and he hasn't been alone. He has had Just Cause with some important round plays over towards B, which was a big weakness. Do you remember back when ZIGMA were just terrible at the B hold? How has that flipped so much when now they're so sick at the B hold?
Well, they're shutting down Beyond. They're feeling confident, and I feel like that's something which It makes it sound like a broken record. It sounds like just like a cliche. But the truth is, oh, we haven't played DCing, but everyone's in the server. It looks like so. Ah, there we go. A technical timeout getting called there. Yeah, it's like they live and die with this entire momentum-based style of Counter-Strike, I feel like, right? Especially teams like ZIGMA. We saw yesterday how they were fighting back against Tigers, back and forth, and then suddenly, once they lost to the Glocks, they just literally all fight just exited their body, and it was basically, it was basically Tigers running away with it. They ran away with the end of Mirage, and they ran away with on Inferno, where ZIGMA didn't put up a fight at all. So ZIGMA waking up here and against their more favored counterparts, their more favored countrymen, they're suddenly looking very, very good. Suddenly shutting things down. In reality, again, Dinko, we did say his op on Mirage yesterday and CD side was quite spectacular. And right now, he is hitting those shots.
Oh, he is. He's really showing up. And it's good that ZIGMA across the board have a pretty solid defense on both sides of the map, right? You got the B hold that's looking good. They're usually good for 1 or 2 kills. It's always putting beyond the weakness that allows for the retake to come through. And then over towards A, we've got Reality just being all over the place. He's so impactful. A lot of big rounds for them here in the second half so far. And clutches going their way really started this. You know, that 1 versus 1 that Olivia lost, that's when ZIGMA get right back into things. So Rolex has definitely had an MVP round. So ZIGMA, everyone kind of having their moments. Now Beyond starting to gather up. It's going to be a B hit. Oh my god, we nearly seen the spam again play. We nearly see it through the wall, but it doesn't work out. Instead, the push comes through into the B bomb site with all 5 players still intact for Beyond.
What?
It's 1 kill from Mayrolls through the wall, taking down PP Overdose, and now Rolex is trying his best. They walk right through. It's QQ giving it away, but the bomb, look where the bomb is. It's stuck in the smoke right in front of it. They're going to have to try and recover. Reality burning away Mayrolls. Rolex as well. No one from ZIGMA overstepping. No one making a mistake. And as soon as they lose the bomb there, there's absolutely no chance in winning that round. You cannot get it back. You cannot get that bomb down. And then ZIGMA can just sit back. So Beyond, terrible outcome for them, unfortunately. We head into round 29. We're tied up 14-14. The AKs are back on the table for the T side, Blood, but this is the last stand. I said ZIGMA needed to be flawless if they wanted to win in regulation, and so far they have been.
All. Beyond definitely going to be sweating now. They're going to be feeling a little uncomfortable, a little hot underneath the collar as they are setting up for this A play. They have Olivia on the look, and there's a man without any utility right now. He's used up his smoke early on for that jungle smoke. Oh, I like this. I like this. The flash peek towards mid, just trying to reclaim some of the real estate, and PP Overdose repositioning himself. That nade's actually going to do a bit of damage onto QQ and a slight go to KNTZ, but not too much. They're going to be okay. Nifty pushing up as well alongside PP Overdose to set up his defense. This is a pretty good hold, I feel like. Even if they go for this execute, which is what Beyond seem to be going for, they're going to be 2 CDs playing inside. And now for PP, he's got no utility, neither do Niffy. So once the hit comes in, they're not going to have any smokes or flashbangs to work with. They're just going to need to hit their shots. The good thing for them is the Yopper, that's Reality Jesus. He's going to be just like the turret for them. And here comes the hit. Niffy has to move away. He's got no smoke to play with. He's got no smoke to extinguish the flames. And the hit is on Dinko.
Well, Reality getting rid of STK. It's a good blind kill. PP Overdose stepping up as well. Beyond starting to crumble. They're a man down as they look into the A bomb site. Reality is still alive. He's scoped in and ready for Beyond to round this corner. What a weird fair hit has been. Niffy with the headshot. Mayrolls taking liberties. Is going to get shut down by Niffy with a double again. Olivia removed from the round. He's in T-spawn with absolutely no chance of winning this round. It's 15-14. ZIGMA somehow have reached map point. I thought this series was going to reach a quick conclusion based on the performance in the first half from Beyond. The start to the second, but ZIGMA have come right back into things, and Beyond have not been able to stop them. It has been a big performance from Olivia. He's 31-19, Blair. But where's KNTZ? Where's STK? They're not here. 27 kills to Mayrolls, 31 for Olivia. The rest of the team are just not having a good time at all in this second half.
It is just crazy how this has just gone wrong for the side of Beyond. I'm just gonna remind everyone, it was an 11-4 half for Beyond, a top 4, top 5 team in Asia against a team who ZIGMA, who for the first time qualified for an RMR. It was 11-4, and then it was 13-6. It was 13-6. And now with ZIGMA 15-14 in the lead. It has been, don't get me wrong, it's been a spectacular comeback, but Jesus, Beyond have choked so hard here.
Yeah, they're choking. Like, they just are. They choke everything. They choke wins against Tyloo. They choke against Vici. They choke against Invictus. They choke against Checkmate. Actually, they just got outright destroyed by Checkmate. But nonetheless, they just seem to be a team with the worst mental fortitude. Like, they can't close games. It's like they, in their own head, they're their own worst enemy. They have the skill. They have the team ability, but they just cannot get it over the line.
They need a mental coach and someone who also knows the Heimlich maneuver. To try and, like, while they're giving them advice at the same time,
Team Liquid.
What is Olivia doing? No, that's not the play. That's not the play. You don't walk out that wide with no one towards ramp to help you out. If it gone to jungle there from Olivia, that would have been massive. But this could be it, Dingo. This could be the end. This could be GG, as you called it. Just Cause going to find one. PP over is going to strike. SDK remains. He is alone in a 1v4, and ZIGMA somehow have stolen away the map from the side of Beyond